For this series, the Parelli Foundation partnered with the SPCA of Texas to promote horse welfare through natural horsemanship by bringing master horseman Pat Parelli together with a rescued horse. Pat demonstrates how to build a partnership with Wendelin, a 3-year-old filly found running with a feral herd running wild in South Dallas, Texas. Wendelin had not been handled before her capture, and though she had been with an outside trainer for 4 months prior to this series, many steps had been skipped in her education.
So you say she's a wild horse, she's a feral horse.
Feral.
Yeah, she's a wild raised feral horse, yes. Which means she's got good breeding behind her.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so she's not just this mutt, she's got some nice breeding behind her, and you saw that the stallion was there on the property.
Yes, the stallion was a really good looking Appaloosa. She's definitely his baby. She has her wall eyes that you will see shortly. They're very distinct.
And so you were able to catch her in the pasture this morning and load her in the trailer by yourself?
Yes. I will say it's a lot of feel. I wouldn't say that, your normal person could just walk up to this horse.
Right.
It's a lot of forward and back, a lot of is she looking, you just got to gauge it a lot still. And we're trying to get past that point with her, or a broader community of people would be able to handle this horse.
So I'm going to start off with, because I get in these situations a lot, and everybody's sitting there going, I wonder what Pat Parelli is doing to that horse to make it better. Well, I'm going to change something for you, frame. What is Pat Parelli going to do with that horse and for that horse so that horse could get better? You understand the difference between 2 and with and for. And this is a difference. So even right now what I'm doing is for this horse. I'm sitting here talking to you, ignoring this horse. Because if I go up there, I really would like to change the rope, because this rope is different than the rope that I use. The rope I use is made out of yachting braid, which is made for slipping and sliding. I would love to change the rope, but I won't do that. So what I'm going to do is try to give you a few things here. Number one, if you really want to be good with horses, watch what everybody else does and do the opposite. And there's 2 kinds of opposites to do today. Number one is what people normally do or traditionally do. And number 2, what people do that try to copy people like me do. Okay, because there's a lot of difference between technique and technician. So a lot of this is people get some of the superfluous stuff. And so one of the first people talk about is approach and retreat. And I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't work nearly as good as retreat and approach. So I'm retreating right now, and she's approaching me. I'm not approaching her. So that's the first thing, is that retreat and approach works a lot better. Now watch how I do this. I'm going to take this rope and pull my left hand toward my right hand. And that horse is, as I'm walking away, getting a little closer, and probably the most threatening thing I have on me is my elbow. And if she would reach up there and smell my elbow, okay, that would be good. All right? But if I turn and face, the worst thing I could do is turn and face and put my hand this way and say, look, I got a sugar cube, which everybody tries to do, or some grain or something, because that's a very threatening thing to a prey animal. That's what a claw, that's how you would rip her throat open if you were a lion. Or, as we all know, lioness is going to do all the killing. The big old lazy husband lion, he's going to just wait and get fed. So you see a lot of moms putting the halter behind their back, putting a carrot in her, and walking up to the horse like this. Okay, that's the lioness. So the thing we have to understand about horses is that they're prey animals, they're herd animals, and they're precocial species. All right? That's what we have to understand. But the other thing we have to understand about people is that we are predators, pack animals, and we are primates. So the predator wants what it wants. It doesn't care what happens to you. I don't think any lion ever goes, oh, well, I'm gonna eat this little fawn, but I'm gonna do it in such a way that, I'll do it while she's sleeping. She won't even know. I just want you in my tummy, right? Number one. Number two, the predator, the pack animal in us, we want to gang up on horses. So when a horse doesn't load, all of a sudden people come from nowhere and they want to help everybody load that horse. That's the pack animal. It's our instinct. I'm talking about our instincts that are in our DNA that are hard to get past.
As more horses are finding themselves without homes, humane shelters are often opening their doors to equines in need, and many equine rescues are filled to capacity. Too often, horses are sold, abandoned, or euthanized because of undesirable behavior or lack of access to proper training. Using natural horsemanship methods, rescue organizations can improve the lives of equines in transition and improve adoptions. Parelli Foundation's Horse Welfare Program provides grants to help do just that. This is just the first in a series of video presentations with Pat and Wendelin. Join us for the next video in this series and learn about taking physical traits into account and how to work with a long body when we have a tall body. Here are some of the natural horsemanship methods Pat will be presenting.